In today's YouTube video, we're going to be covering the different levels of corner routes that exist in the gun tight doubles. This as we continue the gun tight doubles free offensive game plan week here on the Zam Madden YouTube channel. We're going to be breaking down how this can help you know exactly what you need to use against varying types of man coverage or zone coverage. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zam from the Zam Madden YouTube channel, and we're continuing the gun tight doubles game plan here on the Zam Madden YouTube channel this week, breaking down the varying types of corner routes that exist in stock plays in the gun tight doubles and why they're so useful. So if you actually were to think around this game, you think about some of the other formations that are very popular. Gun bunch is definitely one that comes to mind, and you're probably thinking about what the best gun bunches in the game are. And one that we've actually talked about here on this very YouTube channel in a short is the West Coast bunch. And the reason that I gave is that it has varying different types of corner routes. As you guys know, the steep corner route has its use against some of your heavier blitz metas such as cover zero, or even the ability to get over the top of man coverage in cover one deep down the sideline. However, you want other types of ladder breaking corner routes when there's safety help or zone drops in the area and you want to snap off a man beater a little bit more quickly in your progression. And you talk about the gun bunch in the West Coast having lots of different flat corners and skinny corners and flat posts and skinny posts in that particular formation. Well, the gun tight doubles is very similar in that regard, because when you talk about this formation, it allows you to treat that slot receiver on the doubles side kind of like a tight end in some regards. So let's go ahead and break it down. We're going to be taking a look at the differences in the corner routes that you might be running, namely the mesh spot corner route versus the flood corner route. So the cool thing about this is you probably set audibles. I believe flood is already a stock audible. Obviously, the first thing that you have to know is when you face that heavy blitz meta, these man coverage defenses need to pay.
I am inevitable.
And we all know at this point that skinny corner routes, if you have a short in elite on them, they're going to light up. They're going to get open. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to block this blitz. And I'm going to show you guys that if you just run this skinny corner route, you could smart route it down. You could use a hot route master one. It doesn't really matter. As long as you block this blitz, this route is going to light up against man-to-man every single time. And as long as they don't have a deep zone over the top, it's going to be a touchdown, provided that you have time to deliver the throw to the open receiver. And this is a perfect example of where you want the depth that's associated with the skinny corner route, because you want that ball going downfield where there's no deep help. You're going to be able to rack it and walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Now, if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys do me a quick favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that way you guys are notified of all the uploads here on the Zam Madden YouTube channel. We do 5 long form videos, each uploaded in the morning, and then we do short form videos every day as well, Monday through Friday, that upload in the afternoons. If you guys want more in addition to the content that you guys have here on the Zam Madden YouTube channel, you guys can check out my strategy website, www.gridirongameplanz.gg, where you guys can unlock everything on the website that I have done all year long, in addition to our members only Discord, where we have lab sessions every Wednesday night for just $9.95. And you guys should definitely be checking out that X Nasty game plan, because it pairs up very nicely with the gun tight doubles game plan that I'm doing absolutely free on the YouTube channel. You guys can run both of these offenses out of the Minnesota Vikings offense. But there's going to be scenarios where you guys are typically facing a man coverage where maybe they have deep zones over the top. 2-man under is definitely one that comes to mind. Sometimes players will play a defense where maybe they drop an outside half over the top of a cover one, or maybe they use the outside third adjustments in a 3 safety rule to put these safeties over the top, and then they have man under. In a lot of cases, this can be tough because some of those steeper corner routes might be running into that safety, and you don't want that situation to occur. So you need a different type of man beater that's going to work in the same area of the field, which is kind of deep and outside. This is where the gun tight doubles is so great, because what you can actually do is utilize the depth of the cut that is found in the corner route and flood to basically work like a tight end corner route. So the tight end corner routes are notorious for being a little bit more quick in their cut. They're more concise. You know, you can get the ball directly out to the sideline, almost like a glorified out route with a little bit of upfield action. But most importantly, it stays away from the deep safety. So you see, I could utilize the cut of this route to Randy Moss and freeform this outside very easily to stay away from a deep knockout because of 2 reasons. 1, it's not really 20 yards downfield. And 2, the route actually is pretty open to begin with. So you're not in a situation where you're going to get those fluky knockouts from a deep zone KO. Let me show that to you again here. So let me go ahead and do this again here. We're going to utilize Randy Moss on this cut to the outside. We're just going to freeform this outside. Possession catch, easy 20 yards. Very, very easy to throw this. I love the break of this route. It's always important that you guys in your offense have varying routes from the same spot that can beat man in a variety of different ways, because a lot of players are going to have unique ways of trying to attack this. As you guys know, pretty popular for players to run Mabel coverage as well. Some are going to run a 25-5 setting. And if you guys are dealing with these types of players, a lot of times these flatter routes are really, really important. So let me show you what I mean here. I'm going to run kind of a Mabel coverage. We'll call this out of, it doesn't really matter what we call it out of. We'll utilize the variety of different breaking corner routes, right? So we've got this flood one, and then we got this one that we have at a mesh spot. Well, in Mabel coverage, the key is often for players to run these 5-yard purples and 25-yard blues. If I'm running the deep skinny corner route on this play, you're going to see that it's actually going to run straight into that 25-yard blue, and it's a spot where, you know, this is an interception because they've zone dropped it perfectly. However, there's a pretty substantial gap between 5 and 25. That's a 20-yard window to throw that on the sideline. So really all you have to do is just kind of wait for this route to get into that tender area underneath of the 25 or the 30-yard zone. So you see right here, I can kind of throw this underneath and make that catch. Again, because most often these players have a deep zone knockout, this throw is not actually 20 yards. So you see right here, the ball spot on the 35, we would have to go all the way to the opposite 45 for this to be a deep out KO territory. Well, we're in a spot where we can actually throw this, and really we could have thrown this much earlier. I could have thrown this like now and been fine with this, but I just wanted to show you guys that there is a pretty giant pocket in this particular play that's gonna, you know, allow you to really throw this ball in on the short side of the field or the wide side of the field. It doesn't really matter. So let me go ahead and show that to you again here. If you notice that they're playing a lot of that Mabel coverage like you typically see out of the 3-3 Cub players, you're gonna be in a spot where you could go ahead and say, all right, well, let's run these little short corners, because there's one user. They can either go to the left and guard Randy, and I can throw to the tight end, or they could go to the right to the tight end, and I'm going to throw to Randy. So whichever one it is, you're going to just read it. So I'll just go ahead and click off here. If you drop and you see that guy drop to the left, now you got this throw, boom, right here. A little quick snap off, click on, catch it, easy. You can throw it early, you can throw it late. So anytime you catch your opponents with those deep 30-yard zone drops, these shorter breaking corner routes are so useful in this type of offense. So this is a great way to be able to utilize these varying levels of corner routes, especially if you guys don't have a hot route master. I know I get a lot of you that are like, well, I play CFM or I play regs. I don't have a hot route master, or I don't want to use Brady. Well, this is perfect for you guys because you got varying levels of different routes that you guys can utilize. And of course, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, drop comments below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the content here this week on the channel. And definitely check out that X Nasty game plan on gridirongameplans.gg because it will fuse perfectly with this formation. It's all compressed. You can audible quickly up and down from these, and it'll be a nice little change of pace offense for those of you that are looking to keep Madden 23 fresh. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later this afternoon or tomorrow with our next installment of the Gun Tight Doubles offensive game plan here on Zan Madden YouTube channel. Until then, this is Zan. Get lab and good luck.